What's up, guys? Scotty here with Woodball for Soup, and this is an exciting video. With World Cup less than a month away, I've got all the rumors, I've got all the leaks on new equipment that is going to debut at Cup. We've got markers, we've got loaders. This is going to be an extravaganza of a video. Additionally, I'm going to share a little bit about how I know this information, and I'm going to assign a scale points between 1 and 5 about how likely each item is going to be debuting at Cup. Make sure you stick around to the end of this video, because there's one product that I'm going to throw in there is like, yeah, 5 out of 5. This is 100% coming, and I'm not going to let it go until after the outro. So make sure you hang out until the very end. All right, let's bring the heat for this first rumor. We've got the Field 1 Waffle Force or Dragon Force. Through the Fire and the Flames is still a good song. This has been rumored for a very long time, and I've started to put my feelers out there. Hey, we're getting close to Cup. Are we going to see any new Field 1 Force bodies? Now, Bob Long, the precursor company to Field 1, would always have different bodies for their markers. Like one system, the Victory, would have like 5 or 6 different bodies. The Beast, the Ripper, the Insight NG. There are so many different variants of those Mark Victories, and Field 1 has just stuck with their base force. So Field 1 is long overdue to update the force with some new billing to honor Bob Long's legacy. A Dynasty superfan contacted me on Instagram, and he gave me a quote from Greenspan. And Greenspan was saying that it's possible that it could debut at Chicago, but if not, it's going to come at Cup or soon thereafter. This was literally a direct quote sent to me, and once I heard that, I'm like, all right, we're getting close to a new force. So I shared that on my Instagram story, and I have a friend on Dynasty. I'm sure everybody knows you know who I'm talking about. Who's the homie on Dynasty who's been in video thumbnails. And Dynasty thought that this dude was the one who leaked to me that the Waffle Force or the Dragon Force is going to come out. So the wise old men cracked down on the homie, thinking that he was the one who spread this. And that's 100% not true. So I'm having a phone conversation with him, and he's like, yeah, they think that I told you this. So the fact that the wise old men are cracking down on my friend, that's a red flag right there. That's basically, you are admitting that Soup has the scoop. I hope the Waffle Force is just a little bit more than a milling revision. I would like to see an entire new core. Maybe you can call it a Dynasty core. So the Waffle Force or the Dragon Force, supposedly at this point, it's just going to be cosmetic changes. But I would love it to have a new core. The Force, I think it's a little clanky, it's a little loud, it's not a smooth shooter. I know people swear by it, but it's not for me. So maybe a new core to get that shot quality up to par. But for now, we are going to have a cosmetic revision at Cup. Now, what about the G7X? No, that is still a ways away. Field 1 is still filling demand for the Force. So why release a new platform when not everybody who wants a Force has purchased one? And now with the new cosmetic revisions, that's going to renew interest in the Force and sell some more guns. So you know what? I'm rooting for you, Dynasty guys. I'm sorry that if you're offended, I kind of got the scoop on you for this one. Let's get into some new loaders. Now, the Empire Z3, the successor to the Z2, produced by Core Outdoor. They're the conglomerate that owns JT as well as GI Sports and Empire. They are very likely going to be releasing a new loader at World Cup. And as of last weekend, when I ran into my friend who's a pro shop manager, he was rocking the Z2 because he was like, Scotty, the Z3 confirmed for Cup. I've been hearing it, and it makes a whole lot of sense to me for a number of reasons. The LVL loader was an absolute unmitigated disaster. I remember working paintball retail, and poor kid would buy a LVL and he would break it within a week. The reliability on those loaders was just really poor. The parts were fragile. I just did not have a great experience as an LVL owner, as well as selling the LVLs at retail. Very high fail rate with those loaders. So people have more of a better perception of the Empire brand and a better experience with the Z2. Despite those who dive too hard or pull up too hard and the thing splits apart, that is its fatal flaw. But once you get past that, you either remedy it by wrapping it, or you just play in the back and you don't really send it too hard. The Z2 was a great loader. I love how fast they feed. They're low profile, they're light, they're small, and they're really cheap right now. You can probably get one for 30, 40 bucks on the used market. So it makes sense that Core would abandon the LVL loader and they would bring back the Empire Z3 as to continue on that Z2 lineage. That makes a whole lot of sense to me. Now, there is some very spicy insider information, and I'm going to try and tiptoe around this without breaking any hearts. Isn't it a bit peculiar that Dynasty is shooting Bunker Kings and Virtue loaders, but there's no formal sponsorship agreement between the two? There's no Virtue logo on the jersey, there's no social media posts thanking them for making their great loaders, and you know what? Virtue and Bunker Kings make some really damn good loaders, so it's obvious Dynasty would want to shoot them because they work. Reading between the lines, it's really easy to see that Dynasty's relationship with Bunker Kings and Virtue is nothing more than a placeholder. They really have not committed to that company because Core Outdoor has something very new up their sleeves, and it's very likely that it's going to debut at World Cup. Now, whether they're going to call it the Empire Z3 or maybe the LVL2, something along those lines, that's a possibility. I'm not really going to lock in the name of this product, but Dynasty should be using a Core loader to match their JT soft gear, JT masks, that type of thing. Hey, what if it's a JT branded loader? Wouldn't that blow everyone's mind? So new loader very likely to come. I'm hearing that it's possibly going to be called a Z3. If it's not, hey, maybe it might be a JT loader. This one's not really too scandalous. I think a lot of you know it's going to come. Initially, a Dye sponsored player did reach out to me and confirmed the Dye M4 is coming to Cup. Now, this is a little fun because people were talking about it on like Dye forums on Facebook. I don't really have a Facebook anymore. So somebody was like, I was talking about it on Facebook and Dye DM'd me to shut it down. So they don't want that out there. So the fact that Dye is kind of silencing these voices, yeah, Dye M4 is probably coming at Cup. Additionally, I was told that their life cycle for their products is about 2 years, and it's been 2 years since we've seen a mainline entry into the M series. So the Dye M4, what if we call it a DM4? That would be cool. So the DM4 is coming in 2022 World Cup. This is the most precarious drop in this video, and I'm not too sure if the source on this was telling the truth. With how competitive things are in paintball, that kind of extends to the media too, and I am acutely aware of another media outlet planting fake stories. And a part of me thinks that this leak kind of has something to do with those fake stories. Now, of course, if this continues, I'm going to confront that head on, and that's going to be a whole video within itself. I'm not really looking for that fight quite yet, but this part of the video is going to talk about the CS3. Now, in 2020, we had the LV 1.6 as well as the GO4 drop. That was 2 years ago. And now we're talking about a CS3 in the same year that Eclipse released the LV2. That leak came from a professional player. The initial leak from my pro player friend was that we were going to see the CS3 between Chicago and Cup, with it being revealed at Chicago. Now, the word on the street is that for whatever reason, Eclipse decided to withhold the CS3 at Chicago, and they're waiting for Cup. I am less confident in this rumor than other rumors in this video, so I'm going to assign the CS3 a 3 out of 5 in terms of its likelihood that we're going to see it at Cup. I hope we do. It would be a very exciting year. And remember last time we got mainline entries to the highest end, Poppets and Spools, they came during the same year. So it would be very interesting to see if this is real, or maybe the pro player fed me a fake story. Only time will tell. Yo, thank you for rocking with me this far into the video. I want to just let you know a little bit about me. So I got promoted again to the second highest title in my department in corporate dystopia, right? And they wanted me to work and do that higher end new work for an entire quarter before they paid me that salary affiliated with that title. So it was like a bait and switch. I got promoted, but they were like, you got to work 4 months first. And I said, hell no, you're going to pay me for the work that I'm doing right now, or I'm going to leave. And they said, no, you can leave, or you can take your old salary and do the new work. So I left. So I am unemployed as of this recording, and I'm recording this on 9/20/2022. So things are financially pretty screwed. Just want to let you guys know, if you need anything paintball related, hit me up on Instagram. If you need anything like collaborative, like any voiceover work, or me to edit something, or me to promote something, hey, I'm open to that too for the first time in a long time. So let me know, hit me up on Instagram, Willball for Soup, same handle here. I am open for business. I hope everybody here is doing well. This has been very stressful, like the new promotion and then getting denied the money affiliated with it and then basically quitting. It's been kind of a mess. So if my Instagram stories are a little weird, I am going through some shit right now, but I'm still here. I'm still delivering the content, and I hope all you guys are doing well too. See you in the next one. It's probably actually going to be sooner rather than later. So I got all the time in the world. Bye-bye. You thought this video was only going to drop one loader, but we got two loaders. The View Loader Revolution, the Revy, the OG Revy, is making a comeback in 2022. Will Ball for Soup is going on the record and confirming new Revy at World Cup. I'm not going to talk about it for too long. It's a Revy. We all know it's a great mid-end entry-level loader. This time, though, it's coming with those colored shells. So remember the OG smoke shells, the clear shells, the red shells. We got colored Revy shells confirmed. 5 out of 5 for World Cup. Go down in the comments if you would pay $33 for 2 sandwiches and 2 drinks and absolutely get taxed to shit, and the sandwich only had 4 slices of meat. What? We got scammed, bro.